What's up, everybody? This is Master Ian Gamer. Today's been a rather interesting day for Blizzard and Overwatch specifically. A new in-game event started. It disappointed just about everyone almost instantly. Blizzard then released a vague "trust us for content later" statement, which hasn't really appeased anyone. And then Blizzard announced a brand new game and a brand new universe they've started development on. So yeah, things have been a bit interesting today, and I just wanted to real quickly cover some of these news-esque topics, starting of course with the tremendous disappointment that is the 2022 Overwatch Lunar New Year event. Now, if you haven't seen the video I put out earlier today covering all the new skins and other cosmetics added with this year's event, then you honestly aren't really missing out on much. There were only 2 new legendary skins added with this Lunar New Year event, as opposed to the typical 5 or in previous years even 6 legendary skins we've historically seen added with these main events, and the skins they did release were good enough, I guess you could say. Personally, I'm not too big into the Lunar New Year event, so I think I'm always going to be a bit negatively biased towards these types of skins because they're just not my type that I'm usually into. But if you're a fan of the skins, then, you know, I'm happy that you're happy for these at the very least. But overall, the general sentiment seems to be that most, if not everybody, is disappointed with how this event ended up going. Now, interestingly, Blizzard released an official statement addressing this lack of skins in this year's event. Specifically, we have a quote here from a .esports article where a Blizzard correspondent informed the journalist writing this article that there will be more skins coming later this year. A lot more by the sounds of it. We understand that this year's Lunar New Year event doesn't have the number of legendary skins as previous events. The skins team is hard at work, with more legendary skins planned in 2022 than any year prior. We'll share more with players on this topic throughout the year. Now, this is a very interesting statement. At the surface, just reading the statement itself, it kind of sounds intimidating. More skins are planned for 2022 than any single previous year? That's a lot of skins. But then when you think more about the statement itself, you start to question, what exactly do they even mean by this? What do they mean, more skins planned in 2022 than any year prior? Are they specifically talking about event skins? Are they including things like the Overwatch League limited time skins? Are they including the base 4 legendary skins that every hero has by default? What exactly are the parameters to this statement? Because if you're just purely going by number of skins that go from not being in the game to being in the game, then you're gonna have a pretty hard time competing with 2016 when there were 21 heroes added to the game with its launch, each who had 4 legendary skins. Are they seriously saying that we're going to be getting more than 84 skins added in 2022? And okay, let's say that maybe they're not counting the fact that the base legendary skins are technically only 2 different skins, with each of those having 2 variants. So instead of it being 4 legendary base skins, it's only 2. But still, you do the math for that, and you still get 42 base legendary skins. Not to mention the 10 or 12 event skins, which were also added in the latter half of 2016, after the game first launched that summer, which brings you up to roughly 50 to 55 skins that were added back in 2016, if you're not counting the variants as being 2 separate skins. Just thinking about the most optimistic past events where we got 6 legendary skins per event, and there were 6 events per year, and then even if you add on the fact that back then we were getting 3 new heroes a year, thus another 6, that's what, 42 skins then? And then maybe you have some like Overwatch League stuff adding about maybe 5 more, that brings you up to like 47? So is that the number they're saying there's going to be more than in 2022? Honestly, I could keep going all day with different possibilities of what they mean with this statement and what numbers exactly they're comparing to other numbers, because at the end of the day, this statement doesn't tell us anything. That's the simple truth of it. It's another vague statement made by the Overwatch dev team to say, hey, trust us, we got something big coming in the future. Ooh, it's super exciting, better get hyped. And at this point, if you want to listen to them say that and keep believing them that something big is coming, that's up to you. I will also note that one of the Overwatch community managers has been pretty active on the Overwatch forums for the past couple hours, just sort of responding to people's concerns about the absence of skins in this latest event, but unfortunately he doesn't really give us any more concrete information to go off of other than what was just said in the statement I read earlier. So once again, we are pretty much in a position where we're just left out to dry and just have to wait and hope that one day, someday, the Overwatch dev team will deliver. Maybe that day is gonna come soon, maybe it won't. Needless to say, even with this statement of promising future cosmetics, overall, today was a pretty disappointing day for Overwatch specifically. It was a lackluster event that launched with a, admittedly, kind of pathetic attempt at damage control in order to make people not get upset, especially when last week we had one of the heads of Blizzard say in a public statement on the Blizzard website that there were gonna be big things announced for Blizzard products this week. A lot of people had high expectations that this would have something to do with Overwatch, and considering that it's only Tuesday that I'm recording this, there's still a few days left in the week, maybe we'll hear something else exciting regarding the franchise, but right now, it's not looking bright. However, one other very interesting thing that was announced today that doesn't even technically have anything to do with Overwatch, but rather has something to do with Blizzard, is that they've announced that they've begun development on a brand new survival game set in a brand new universe. This isn't the Overwatch universe, this isn't the Warcraft universe or Diablo or StarCraft or anything. This is something brand new. And so naturally that's pretty exciting. The reason I think this is worth talking about is because, it's kind of tangentially related to Overwatch with it being developed by Blizzard. And so if, Overwatch kind of continues on the track it's been on for a while, maybe there's some hope with this new game coming up. That's just my general thoughts on it right now. But at the moment, we don't really have much information about this new survival game they're developing. In fact, the announcement they made today was pretty much them saying, hey, this is a thing we're working on and have in development, and right now specifically, we're looking to hire on more staff and developers to assist with the development of this project. In fact, that's quite literally all they said about it. Based on the splash art we can see, it appears that it has some sort of fantasy setting, although we can also see what are clearly modern buildings on the left side of this picture here, and the two people we see standing there are dressed in very modern clothing, and there's a bicycle, so maybe it's supposed to be a sort of real life to fantasy life type game, which admittedly isn't a genre I'm particularly fond of. However, Blizzard has done interesting things with different franchises and genres in the past, so I'm excited to see what ends up happening with this. Now, admittedly, my excitement is rather curbed by the current state of Blizzard itself. I mean, it's not like the problems we're seeing in Overwatch are exclusive to just Overwatch, it's basically an issue with all of Blizzard at this point, but I did get just the slightest hint of hype and anticipation upon seeing this announcement, which, helped to balance out my day. Because otherwise, if I was going on just the Overwatch event starting and the content we got in it, or lack thereof, and Blizzard's pretty disappointing attempt at damage control following that, today wouldn't have been a good day. But hey, I'm excited to see that a new franchise is in the works. Maybe it could be something cool, I don't know. But let me know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. Were you as disappointed as myself and many others with this year's Overwatch Lunar New Year event? And are you excited to see what this new game and universe ends up being? Either way, I'd love to hear from you, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, hit up that bell icon, and come join my Discord server to hang out and never miss any of my future Overwatch content. Special thanks to my YouTube channel members who help make these videos possible, and if you'd like to join them to earn some cool rewards, then just hit that join button down below. Otherwise, this is Master EN Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.